clothing. So there's a lot of different factors, right? I already said the model and the brand, but there's also different sizes, designs, materials, there's seasonality factors, there's price fluctuation. So, I like to study the sold listings. Not only can I learn about what to buy and sell, but I could just stay on top of my game. So when I'm out there at thrift stores, garage sales, even retail stores, right? There's stores like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or Dick's Sporting Goods at times, at the end of certain seasons where, they clearance off different types of clothing items. And, there's great opportunities there, but you wouldn't know unless, you were staying current with fashion and, you know, price ranges and different factors like that. So figured I'd kill two birds with one stone and not only help myself out to learn, right? To be 100% honest, but also to help you out because, it makes it more fun. It makes the process more enjoyable when, we could both study together, right? We could both learn together. We can both grow together. So this is going to be a lot of fun. If you guys like these types of videos where I go through the sold listings and study different brands, different types of items, be sure to show some love and hit that like button for me. So I'm going to go into the comment section and see who is in the house right now. Right, to be 100% honest, but I'm sorry about that. All right, so it looks like we got Philip in the house. What's going on, Philip? Good to see you. Smashing that like button. I appreciate that. Angela Pressler, the suspense is killing me. Greg, the Valley Picker. What's going on, Greg? How's Massachusetts treating you? I know it's getting a little cold in New England. Bob A, good morning, good morning. So good to see you guys. Looks like we got about 37 people watching live. Looks like it's growing. Appreciate all the likes. Looks like the likes are coming in quite quickly right now. So I appreciate that. But let's dive right into the content, guys. Mustaf, good to see you. Rachel, good to see you. Let's just jump right into it. And I'm not going to do a ton of talking. I'm merely going to be doing research, right? Just looking at items. So I'm going to be kind of writing down a list of, the different brands that I come across and the different items I see. So let's just dive through, let's just get started and start diving through these sold listings and try to come up with some ideas for ourselves. All right. So the first thing I see, which is quite interesting, and if you guys don't know about this, this Ralph Lauren model in particular can make you some really good money. It's the double RL tag with Ralph Lauren. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. You see right there how it has, two R's facing each other with the L. This is a very interesting line of Ralph Lauren. I don't know why this does so well, but like, for example, you can get just an average Ralph Lauren button front shirt that might only sell for 15 or 20, but if it has this double RL, these R's facing each other, this particular tag, it's going to go probably nearly for 50 to 100% more. So that $15 to $20 shirt's probably going to go for, 30 to 40 bucks. It's going to depend, maybe more. There's a couple different tags. Check that out. But this is a very good tag to look out for when it comes to Ralph Lauren, the double RL, the double R. So let's take a look at some of these pictures. So it looks like the seller lotted up 4 of these, which is something you can do, right? When you get more advanced or maybe you're trying to leverage your time. One thing that you can do is lot items together. So, saves time for you with the shipping, allows you to pull up your average price per sale. And yeah, it's just really good leverage for an eBay store, for an eBay clothing seller. So don't be scared to lot things together. Don't be scared to experiment. This guy said up for sales, authentic and stylish lot of 4 double RL work shirts. These shirts have been thoroughly inspected and has no tears or rips and is in great condition. Plus the item comes from a smoke and pet-free home. So that's always good to put into the comment section, that it comes from a smoke-free home. There's nothing worse than when I'm at a thrift store and I get an item and I'm like, yes, I'm going to make some good money on it. And it's, it reeks of smoke because it's so hard to get that odor out. And it's just a deal killer. Double RL. Pretty cool right there. All right, let's continue looking through. Looks like we've got a bunch of cool items. This is a great brand right here, guys. This is definitely a top-selling brand. Brand is Cool, Kuhl. Now, you could sell a lot of stuff within this brand. A lot of various types of items do well. Not only, the fleeces, but the pants in particular. They make some really high-quality outdoor work, work type pants that do very well. If you follow my buddy, the Bonafide Hustler, on YouTube, he loves selling this brand. This brand can do very, very well. So check out the pictures. The pictures aren't even that great. I mean, this guy, it looks like he took the pictures, kind of like in the kitchen or something like that. The second picture is very blurry, but it's still sold for $49, which just goes to prove, you don't have to be a professional photographer to sell stuff on eBay. A lot of times the brand will sell itself. And as you can see in the title, $109 retail. So someone was able to pop on this for, 50% off of the retail price. And there's a lot of people who want to get high quality items, clothing, but they just don't have the bank. So, buying off of eBay allows them to, get these items at a discount. Not everybody knows about thrift stores, right? You might be thinking to yourself, why don't they just go to a thrift store? Well, they go to a thrift store. What are the odds of them finding the brand that they want, the size, the color, the design? So, selling on eBay, you really are doing a service to a segment of the market, right? You're adding value by providing them, like for example, with clothing, you're providing them a service. You're adding value to them because they're looking for this type of item, and you're saving them money. Instead of them having to spend $109, they get something that's lightly used for 50% off. So you're getting paid for going to these thrift stores, going to these garage sales, wherever you go to source and finding these items. That's the value you're bringing to the market. So great brand right there. I'm actually going to go into the eBay search bar real quick and go to men's clothing. I'm gonna go to pre-owned. I just want to show you guys a couple other types of items that are selling within this brand. Shorts, $29.74. That's phenomenal. Now here's some pants, some rider pants, $50 best offer. We've got a alpaca misspelling alpaca sweater, 1950, shorts 45. So just get acquainted, guys. Look at the different items that are selling within this brand, right? Not all items within a particular brand are created equal. I could say that with confidence. So you don't want to just judge a brand and say, hey, I sold a fleece for 49, everything's going to do well in that brand. It's not necessarily true. Study the sold listings. That's why I'm doing this with you guys. I want you to recognize that, especially with clothing, not all items are created equally. A fleece may do well within a particular brand, but maybe the shorts don't do as well. Maybe the pants are hot. Maybe the sweaters do poor. So you got to figure out, what are people interested in? What are getting people excited? What does the market want within that particular brand? What colors are hot? What sizes are doing well, right? What styles are doing well? For example, Abercrombie and Fitch. You might think to yourself, who would want that brand? I know it's popular on a mainstream level, but I see the sold listings and most of the stuff isn't doing well. That's true to an extent, but if you find yourself some like cargo pants, right, and there's particular cargo pants models within Abercrombie and Fitch, that could fetch you $50 to $100 plus. Why? I don't know exactly. I think it's style and fashion, and it's just what the market's looking for. So, this is crucial to your success, studying these sold listings and figuring out what exactly is in demand. I'm going to jump into the sold listings real quick and see what's going on over here. I mean, the YouTube comments, that's what I meant. 57, 58 people watching live, smashing that like button. I appreciate it. Good to see you guys. Somebody says, wouldn't buy clothes for that price. Well, Lauren, you got to realize you're a reseller and I'm a reseller and we're cheap. Resellers are cheap. And not only that, but once you see the light, it's kind of hard to go back, right? Like for me, it's so hard to spend, retail prices on clothing because I know what's going on. So David Williams has just started selling last week on eBay. A few items selling today. Thanks for your help. Hey, appreciate it. That's what I'm here for. All right, so let's keep going through the sold listings and see what we can find. All right, what do we have here? Let's see, so many different items. Oh, okay, this is cool. So this is a brand that I was actually at the thrift store last night with my girlfriend, and I'm very proud of her because she found a particular clothing brand. Can you come tell everybody what that brand was? No? She's too shy. But this is what the brand was right here. She was going through the tie section, and she's been selling on eBay recently and making some sales. I'm pretty proud of her. And she was, naming off different brands for ties. Tommy Hilfiger. What was another brand? She said like Van Heusen. She said like Bill Blass. I don't know. A bunch of low-end brands. Christian Dior. And then all of a sudden she says Oxford clothes. And then she moves on to the next brand. I'm like, hold up. You're telling me you just saw an Oxford clothes tie? And she's like, yeah. And she pulled it out and boom, she had found an Oxford clothes tie. So I know that's besides the point. We're looking at a sport coat now. But Oxford clothes, double X, right? It's not OX, FORD. It's double X. Oxford clothes is a very high-end brand. Go over to the website, check it out. Sport coats and suits and, those types of items do the best, but also ties do very well. She's probably going to sell that tie for, maybe what are you thinking you're going to sell that tie for? Zero. Probably 20 to 40 bucks, I'm guessing in that range. But Oxford clothes, excellent brand right here. Take a look. Let's look at the pictures. So here's the tag that you're going to find. Sometimes you're going to find a store associated with it. That's going to do even better. This one's associated with Saks Fifth Avenue. Excellent brand right here, guys. I'm gonna dive into the sold listings a little bit. Oxford clothes. You can see I was already looking that up yesterday. So Oxford clothes. Let's go to sold listings. So a whole bunch of different items. That's a very nice picture. 60 bucks. Look at the pants. Best offer under 85. Suit 51. Prices are all over the place. Definitely an excellent brand right there. Be on the lookout for Oxford clothes. Ooh, this looks very nice. I want to look at this. I believe you pronounce this brand Daniel Creme. I don't know. I think it's a French brand. Rugged goat skin suede leather. Goat skin suede leather. This gets me excited right here. Why? Because first of all, suede leather is just, I don't know, it does very well. Number two, it's got that little leather patch in the upper right hand corner, which is really, really unique. And also it's got the little belt strap around the neck area. Just a very interesting item right here. And, I haven't had a ton of success with this brand, but it just goes to prove even brands that you don't do typically well with can still fetch some really good money for you if you find an in-demand, popular, fashionable type of item right here. So this is really cool. Let me know in the comment section, what's the most you would pay for this item? If you were at a thrift store and maybe you saw this at the sold listings, what's the most you would pay for this, knowing that you could sell it for, let's just say 50 to 70 bucks? What's the most would you pay? Type in the comment section now. If this was for sale for 15 bucks, would you buy it? Yes or no? Say yes if you'd buy it. Say no if you would pass on it. I'm interested to know what your thoughts are. Let's see what the comment section has to say about that. Let me refresh very quickly. Yeah, somebody said that's a hunting vest. They are worth a lot. $15.99, 10. Hey, what's going on, Tim Fisk? What's going on, my man? We got to get up. Maybe today, Tim, we can connect. Tim Fisk is in the comments. He's a buddy who lives a town over from me. And I remember one time I didn't even know who he was, but I saw him and his girlfriend at a thrift store searching clothes. You could see Tim in the comments right now. Give him a subscribe if you could. But I saw him and his girlfriend looking for clothes at a Goodwill, and I'm like, who do these people think they are coming into my territory? And I went up to him. I said, dude, get lost or there's going to be a problem. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. But we ended up connecting through YouTube and social media, and I actually ran up on one of his garage sales once. That was pretty funny. But good to see you here, Tim. So a lot of people are saying yes. All right, guys, I think we're going to play some games during this live show. I'm going to find items, and I'm going to throw a price at you. And I want you to tell me if you would buy it for that price, yes or no. So I want to see the differences in opinion. Let's see. Let's find something interesting. Look at all these items selling on eBay. It's crazy. Like, this is the thing that I love about eBay, guys. I just want to go on a little rant. Like, eBay's hard, right? And selling clothing is it's I don't know if it's hard, but it's time consuming. It's effort, right? It's not as easy as sending in a book to FBA. It is a challenge. It's got its own little quirks. What the heck am I trying to say? I don't know. But anyways, gotta finish my coffee. There's so many opportunities. There's so many different types of items. There's so many different models and sizes and colors and designs and fabrics. I mean, just look at all these different items that are selling. It's crazy. All right. What do we have right here? Here's an interesting brand. I want to know if you guys have any experience selling this. The brand is BKE. Tyler. I remember one time there was like 20 of these at my thrift store, and I passed on it because I didn't know about it. It's crazy, guys, how many items I've lost out on, like profit, just because I didn't know. And that's why it's so crucial to study these sold listings right here. Here's a BKE Tyler style jeans, and you're going to notice with certain brands like BKE or Diesel Industries, they have like sub models, right? Like, for example, I'm going to go into Diesel jeans. Like, these are jeans that I found last night when I was out sourcing. The brand is Diesel, and the sub model is, I believe, Yarik, if that's how you pronounce it. But if you look at these certain brands, they're going to have certain models, some of them. So there's a Yarik B right there. Oh, I still have that chosen. Let me get out of that. I know there's like a Thathin or something like that, or a Zaf model right there. Anyways, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but just know that certain models are definitely going to do better. What do we have here? So here's something interesting I want to share with you guys. Here's a leather jacket that's sold. I don't know what it exactly sold for because it was taken for a best offer, but the brand is Gap. And people might think, I'm not going to buy, a Gap leather jacket, but, even lower end brands do very well if you find the right items. If you find like an Aeropostale or an American Eagle or a Gap or whatever, low end kind of like mid-grade brands like that, they can do very well if you find them in like a leather jacket, for example. And this sold for, I'm guessing it probably sold for around $50, which is pretty respectable right there. So Greg is talking about Bill's khakis. I'm going to go into that brand real quick. Let me copy that. Bill's khakis. So I've sold this brand a couple times. Let me go here. Let me go here. All right. So Bill's khakis can do pretty well, certain items. Let me go to pre-owned because that's probably how you're going to find them. And you're going to find quite quickly with most brands, there's always low-end sellers. Like, what are these people doing selling it for $2.99? I'm not 100% sure. This seller is just blowing everything out. But, here's some field pants, $29. Here's some twill pants, $39.99. I like to look at the buy it nows because people with the auctions, they really undercut themselves. And, maybe that's your business model, right? Maybe you have to keep things moving. But for me with clothing, I'd rather price it, buy it now with the best offer and kind of get a higher price, right? Go with the long tail strategy. So yeah, I mean, this brand does well. I mean, check this out. This is a cool little item right here. Bill's khakis, snowflake sweater. I mean, this is interesting. Let me ask you guys a question right here. Say, man, these pictures are really, really bad. Say you came across this Bills khakis snowflake sweater, and I'm going to see if I could find some more. What's the most you would pay for this sweater right here? Right? Let's do some research together. I want to see if there's any others, but what's the most you would pay for this if you were at a thrift store? Let's just say it was used in good condition. I'm looking up the sold listings. I'm only seeing one coming in at $39.99 plus $10 shipping. Let's take out the sweater and see if we could find anything else. What's the most you would pay? See, I don't see any others coming up, and this is the challenge at times with clothing. You come across an item and you only see one that's sold. So what's the most you would pay for this? Let me go into the comments and see what the answers are. So Greg with the Valley Picker saying 6. Bert saying 5. Bert saying 750. Roberto's saying $5. Randy saying 10. I mean, think of it, guys. This item right here, let's break down the profitability. Let's say you could sell it for $40, free shipping. Let's go conservative. Let's not include the $10 that they got for shipping. Let's say $40. If you sell it for $40 with free shipping, eBay is going to take approximately, eBay and PayPal is going to take approximately $5 in fees. To ship this, I'm going to ask you guys a question. How would you ship this the cheapest way possible? Let me know. I'm going to give you guys my answer in a second, but how would you ship this sweater? Let's just take a wild guess, right? Do you think it would fit in a flat rate padded, or do you think it would come up under 16 ounces or less? I'm guessing it wouldn't, but maybe. I don't know. I want to know, how would you guys ship this? Tell me your variables that you'd have to consider. And I'm going to give you guys my answer because I want to break down how I would analyze this deal very quickly. So let's see what you guys have to say in the comments. So Greg is saying depends if I could squeeze it into a padded flat rate. And a poly bag, not see-through. Timothy's saying flat rate, priority padded. So yeah, I think it's going to come up over 16 ounces. Flat rate, flat rate. The thing is, if you use a poly mailer and it's over 16 ounces, you're going to get hit with, you're going to have to ship a priority. And depending on where you live, for example, if you're on the West Coast shipping to the East Coast or vice versa, or even if you're on the East or West Coast shipping to the mid-country, it's going to get expensive to ship. So let's just say that we can fit this into a flatted pat rate envelope, right? Let's just say. So we're at 5 in fees. Shipping, let's just say it's going to be about $6 to ship this in a padded flat rate. And if you're not sure what that is, go over to USPS.com and look up the padded flat rate envelopes. It's going to be about $6. And you can get those shipped to your house for free. So we're at $11 in fees. Let's just say, so right now we're at 40 minus 11. So now we're down to $29 in profit. So there's $29 in profit left on the table. So my question to you is, what's the most you would pay for this item? Say there's $29 left of profit on the table after the $5 in eBay, Amazon, eBay and PayPal fees, $6 padded flat rate, saying we're going to sell it for 40 free shipping. We're down to $29 in profit. What's the most you would pay? For me, you know, I'm probably going to pay up to $10 on this. But there's another factor you have to realize is there's only one that's sold. So you only have a certain amount of data, right? Maybe this was just, you know, I would take a look at when did this item sell. Can we see? Let me go back. So it looks like it sold November 13th. So some of the factors I'm going to consider is, okay, it sold recently. That's a check. That's good. Number 2, seasonality. Why seasonality? Because this kind of feels like a Christmas theme in a sense, right? Do you kind of get that vibe, something you could wear like at a Christmas party? So I think the seasonality factor is working in our favor. So I would probably spend up to 10. Now you might be thinking, Steve, why wouldn't you spend up to 15? Because even at 15, you know, with $29 left on the table, you could be looking at a $14 profit. I mean, that's 100% ROI. Nearly. Well, the reason why I wouldn't want to pay any more than 10, just in my opinion, is there's only one item that's sold. Now, if there was like 5 or 10 of these that sold, and I'm seeing 40 bucks all day long, I would probably go higher. But you got to factor your time, you've got to factor risk, and you've also got to factor your opportunity cost as well. You know, putting that money on the line. If you only have a certain amount of money, could that money be spent better? Right? Could that $10 be spent better over maybe 5 items that you could pick for $2 each? So these are things to consider, right? So I kind of want to just bring you guys behind the scenes in terms of like how I analyze these things, and let me know what your thoughts are on how I analyze these deals. So Bert is saying, Steve, quick question: if you get to this, what screen share software do you use? I use Screencast-O-Matic for videos that aren't live. For this being live, I'm doing it through Google Hangouts, which there's a screen share functionality. So it comes free with Google Hangouts. So a lot of people are saying 10 if it's something that's hot. 8, 575. Yeah, so you guys are on the right track, definitely with you know, what you're willing to pay. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, guys. Looks like we got 59 people in the house. I'm gonna just refresh my comments real quick. Looks like we got 46 likes, no dislikes, so that's pretty cool. Like in the like to dislike ratio. But let's keep moving. Let's keep looking and researching. E10, this brand does very well. Here's a Gucci t-shirt. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm just looking for something cool to research here. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, is this a Pearl Snap Pendleton shirt? I want to dive into this real quick. So Pendleton can make you a lot of money finding certain items, but this is hot. Oh, check this out, guys. This is really nice. First of all, the tag is super old. Like, this is an old tag. Like, you could just tell. The white tag is typically women's from my experience, or it's just really old. Usually you'll find like the blue tag, but what I like about this Pendleton is a pearl snap. If you're not sure what a pearl snap is, take a look. It's got that little pearl snap right there that snaps right in. It's kind of a Western cowboy look. I mean, this sold for $47.99. This is really cool. The one problem I have with these Pendletons, a lot of times they have like holes and rips and tears. So really give these things a once over. Give them like a 5 over, because I've looked at these items like 5 times before, and on the 6th one, it's like, whoa, like there's a huge hole on the back, and like it's so easy to just miss them. So do your research when you're studying these things for sure. Oh wow, look at this. Oh my Lord. Patagonia. I love Patagonia. It's one of my top favorite brands. But look at the color scheme on this thing. This thing is definitely got a retro feel to it. Look at the colors. You know, you find a Patagonia or a Ralph Lauren or a Nike or a Tommy Hilfiger, brands like that with odd, unique colors, we're talking really good money. $79.99. This is a beauty. Wow, look at the inside as well. Really cool. All right, have a sip of some coffee. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I mean, it's so important, guys, to study these sold listings. Stay on top of what's selling. You know, I can't tell you how many times I study the sold listings, and then when I'm at a thrift store, I find it. It's almost like it's attracted to me. I don't know if it's just the eye being more aware because I studied the items, you know, previously, or what, but it's just amazing how often I study on the sold listings and I go out and I find it. It's super cool. So, you know, right now you're theoretically making money. Wow, look at this. Adidas Diesel. I've never seen anything like this. Let me check that out. So sometimes brands team up with each other, and they kind of form a partnership. So it looks like I see the Adidas logo. I want to check out, where's Diesel being involved with this. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know Adidas and Diesel teamed up. $59. That's really, really cool. Diesel is a fantastic brand. I can't tell you guys. If you're going through the jeans section, look for Diesel. I love Diesel. There's so many different models to it as well. But Diesel is so hot, right? And don't be scared to pick up the small stuff, the 30 by 30s, the 32 by 32s. Diesel is just, it's a fantastic Italian brand. want to do some more research. Diesel Adidas. How do I spell that? Okay. I want to see if they teamed up for any other items besides jeans. Let's go to sold listings. Yeah, it looks like they teamed up for a bunch of stuff. Look at the prices on this stuff, guys. Yeah, so if you ever find Diesel and Adidas, I'll pick that puppy up. I'm going to definitely be on the lookout for that. Look at all these items that are selling, guys. So here we go. I was just talking about Abercrombie and Fitch earlier. So, I mean, when it comes to cargo shorts and pants, they do very, very well on eBay. Check this out. Abercrombie and Fitch, size 34, $59.99. Are you kidding me, guys? Are you kidding? Let me take that. Let me throw that in here. Oh, what the heck just happened? Let me go back and recopy that. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to hit the sold listings and I want to sort this highest first. Are you guys ready to get your mind blown? Watch this. Boom! Look at that, guys. I'm going to tell you guys, this is a bolo. Be on the lookout for Abercrombie and Fitch camo pants. If you could find the military ones, these things do so well. So well. Check it out right here. This is a fantastic item to be on the lookout for. Wow. This is really cool. I don't know if I've ever found this particular one, but check it out. Let me go to use because I don't want to look at Newwood tags because you're probably never going to find Newwood tags. These things are, these things are in demand. Very popular. Look at it. Just the camo shorts, $79. Wow. Holy moly, guys. Look at this. Look at it. Respect it. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? I learned about this just by going through the sold listings. So now you know. That's pretty cool. Let's play another game, guys. Let's play another game. So, okay, let's just say you came across. Let's say you came across a pair of these Abercrombie and Fitch cargo military themed shorts. What's the most you would pay? Let's just say that you guys live in Austin, Texas. And in Austin, Texas, at the Goodwills, they have these auctions, right? And they have these items in display cases. They don't have it in Connecticut, thank freaking God, because I can't believe they do this, but whatever. They're in business to make as much money as they can. But they have these items in for auction, pretty much, right? Some are behind the glass, some aren't. And people write down on a piece of paper their name and their bid, essentially. Let's just say that these things were bid. They were bid on by a bunch of people. What's your max bid? Say there's a piece of paper. What's your max bid that you would put down on this pair of cargo shorts? What's your max bid? Let me know in the comment section right now. And I'm going to give you guys my answer in about 10 seconds from now, and I'm actually writing it down. I'm trying to analyze. I'm thinking, let's see. All right, I've got my max bid. Yep, I got my max bid. Let me know what your max bid would be on this pair. Again, we were studying the sold listings. We're seeing what these items are going for. One sold for 64. One sold for 64, another sold for 64. Look, this model is selling all day long for 64. Here's a 69. Here's a 69. Here's a 75. What is your max bid and why? Let me dive into the sold listings to see what everyone's max bid is. Yeah, JetMD says research does pay off. I would have passed on those shorts. Brian says how to spell Adidas. You guys, I never told you I was the brightest bulb. Let's see. Roberto says 15. Randy saying my max bid would be 20. My fairy treasure is 15, 25, 22. 20, 25. So my max bid would be 25 bucks, and I'm going to explain why my max bid would be 25 bucks on these items. So all day long, these things are selling for $64.99. How do I know? Because I looked at the sold listings. I saw the same exact item, same design, selling for $64.99. So at $64.99, the 12%, I'm just kind of rounding up, the 12% fee on $64.99 would be about $8. About $8. Shipping, I know I'm very confident I could ship that in a padded flat rate envelope for approximately $6. So shipping is going to be about $6. So now we're at $14 in fees. If I paid up to $25, right, which is my cost of goods, 25 plus the 14 is going to bring me up to $39 in total fees. If I sold it for $64.99 minus the 39, we're up to $49.59. That leaves me with about a 25, right? 39, 49, 59, about a $25 profit. That's doubling my money. I'll double my money all day long. So for me, in order to put $25 of my money on the line, essentially, right, I want to double my money with clothes. So taking into consideration my business model, my risk tolerance, I'd pay up to 25 bucks. Some people might pay a little more because, you know, I think this is pretty much a guaranteed sale. Let's see, when did these items sell? November 13th, September 21st, so that's kind of a while ago. August 21st, that's a while ago. September 11th, that's a while ago. September 30th, that's a while ago. So these things aren't selling like all the time, it doesn't seem, but I'm confident I could get my price. So that's kind of my breakdown. So yeah, these would be $4 on my Salvation Army. Yeah, I'm just playing a game with you guys. You know, at Goodwill, Salvation Army, they're probably not going to recognize, you know, the value in this. You know, that's the cool thing. People say, you know, these thrift stores are going crazy with prices. Well, if they see an Abercrombie and Fitch, they might price it at $10. Like in my Goodwill, they probably price it at $10. Maybe if they put it in the boutique area. If not, if it just goes in the normal area, it'd probably be like $5.99. But I mean, there's money to be made all day long with that item. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to get running right now. I just want to hang out with you guys for a little bit. Hopefully you guys found value in this live show. If you guys like this type of content, be sure to get my free book in the comment section below. It's called 100 Amazing